I wanted to just quickly get us started by having a number of people come and speak.
The poet Ghalib wrote, "It is easy to be human, very hard to be humane." I think about that line a lot. I have no specific skill or experience that qualifies me as an expert on the death penalty. I'm not a lawyer or a doctor or a politician. I'm just a human. And as a human, I believe that I have a choice to make every minute, every day of my life, to either give in to my base instincts and desires or to be humane. Governor Sanders, you faced one of those decisions earlier this year, and you made the choice to approve nitrogen gas executions in our state. I appeal to you to reverse this decision on the basis of humaneness and on the basis of the faith that you profess. I'm not naive. I understand that many prisoners on death row have committed terrible crimes. This is not an issue of their innocence or guilt. This is an issue of justice.
I'm a United Methodist. I know there are many faith groups in our state and around our country and our world that are opposed to the death penalty. We count ourselves among that group. There was an instance several years ago where an elderly lady was murdered in a church as she was preparing communion, the table, on a Saturday afternoon for the next Sunday morning's service. She was the only one in the building. It was a church that was out in the country. Someone came in the church, accosted her, and murdered her. He was caught. He was tried. He was sentenced. He was sentenced to death. Actually, no, he was sentenced. And the prosecuting attorney was talking with the family about the death penalty. Their recommendation, they said, was this: as a United Methodist, we are opposed to the death penalty. It is enough justice for life without parole.
When I think about death, it's a very scary subject. When I think about someone on death row, that's an even scarier subject. And when I think about what Jesus would think about that, Jesus thought about love and compassion. Jesus thought about forgiveness. And when I think about Arkansas and what we're trying to do as a state to become more innovative, to bring technology in, this is not the right technology to bring in. We should be focusing on other things other than trying to find new and innovative ways to try to kill people.
When we hear of nitrogen gas executions in our own time, we must remember the historical echo. It is not just another method of capital punishment. It is the state deciding that suffocation, denying the breath of life, is an acceptable tool of justice. Nitrogen gas causes death not through violence you can see, but through the invisible stealing of air. It is sterile, clinical, and designed to look clean on paper, but make no mistake, the end result is the same deliberate extinguishing of a human being. It can take more than 20 minutes for that human being to suffocate to death.
Here's for me. I mean, this should be completely closed off to any possible oxygen. Not pure oxygen. That makes the suffering longer.
If that isn't enough, perhaps some words from Scripture will help. In Matthew 5:7, the famous Sermon on the Mount, Jesus says, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." We are called to be merciful, to rise above our desire for vengeance. In John 8:7, responding to a group of men who were prepared to stone a woman to death for her crime, Jesus says, "He who is without sin among you, let him throw a stone at her first."
You cannot moralize, you cannot make ethical, you cannot make righteous, suffocating people to death.